Hey yo, intro check, let's go.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style from me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut.
Hey, what's up? If you like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and slash that like button. And also, please, if you like what I do and the content I produce and you want to get down with the family, you know what to do. Annihilate that subscribe button. Also, hit that post notification bell. And while you're at it, leave me comments down below. And oh yeah, by the way, welcome back. My name is Mark. Let's go. Hey yo, Immortal Technique, you're next up on the docket. But before we jump into this reaction, huge shout out to... So this is Immortal Technique versus The People, and we're trying to see if the verdict is if this is going to be a bop or if it's going to be a flop. But we already know our boy Immortal Technique has that wordplay, he has that rhyme scheme, he has that attitude, he has that conviction, and he just attacks tracks and straight kills it. So I cannot wait to get into freedom of speech by him. So let's just jump straight into this and skip all the semantics and pleasantries. Let's go.
Freedom of speech.
Okay, so already 8 seconds in, I want to pause it because I love how he started off that track with the trumpets blaring and playing. I thought that was super dope, especially with it being called freedom of speech. So it was almost like this hear ye type of vibe where you're commanding the attention of your audience to get them to listen up because you're about to say something like really intellectually stimulating. So I definitely love that he took that approach to that. So let's get back into it.
Motherfucker. Okay. Something for the kids. Step in the club smoothly with the L in my hand. Bitches know that I'm a freak, like the Elephant Man. Intelligent plans, fuck a record deal. I want development land with my benevolent clan. And that's the reason that I only trust my fam. 40,000 records sold, 400 grand. Fuck a middleman, I won't pay anyone else. I'll bootleg it and sell it to the streets myself. I'd rather be that than signed and stuck on a shelf. And because of this, executives try to diss me. Racism frozen in time like Walt Disney. And now they say they want to get me signed to the majors. If I switch up my...
That was definitely a bar. I love that Walt Disney line and that Walt Disney reference because like a lot of people don't know that Walt Disney was kind of racist and how, well, I shouldn't even say kind of, he was racist, and the type of like hidden racism he put within those Disney movies is kind of asinine, and it's kind of like you will want to reject it if you actually really know like the real underpinnings and undertones of the racism he kind of slid into those Disney movies. So I love how he tried to that he pointed that out. So let me get back into this. I'm gonna take it back a little bit.
I'm frozen in time like Walt Disney. And now they say they want to get me signed to the majors. If I switch up my politics and change my behavior, trying to tell me what the rhyme about over the beat. Bitch niggas that never spent a day in the street. But I repeat that, nobody can hold my reins. I put the truth on tracks, niggas, simple and plain. I guess to America.
Okay, and I love that hook in that chorus because it reminds me of Immortal Technique speaking about him saying that he has no strings. So it's basically nobody is controlling him, no one is censoring him, and nobody is gonna basically shut his mouth, and he's gonna speak on issues that he feels need to be spoken on without somebody trying to basically minimize or basically mitigate what he has to say. Like somebody is trying to control what he has to say, like, because you know how like the machine and the people who are behind you, they try to sit there and try to make you feel like basically like you become an industry plant and you become an industry puppet. And I love how he's saying that that's not what he's gonna be, and that he's like, I'm not gonna have nobody controlling me. And I love that it's like an animated type of style because it really reminded me of like, I was thinking of like Pinocchio when he wanted to be like a real boy, but he had to sit there and get that according to basically his basically because of, I guess it was the grandfather, I'm not 100% sure, but the person who actually made him into the real boy. But it really gives me that type of vibe and that type of feel of what he's speaking about. But let's jump back into this.
America, I'm a disaster. A slave that was destined to own his masters. Independent in every single sense of the word. I say what I want, you fucking little sensitive herb. This is America. Thought we had freedom of speech, but now you wanna try to control the way that I speak. And O'Reilly, you think you a patriot? You ain't nothing but a motherfucking racist bitch. Full of hatred, pressing a button, trying to eject me. And I don't got no motherfucking deal with Pepsi.
That was dope. I love that, and I like that Pepsi line too. I'm gonna have to take that back. But I love that he spoke about basically thinking that he's a tape and trying to eject him. I love the double entendre and the metaphor that he used right there to basically equate that as basically being a tape and being ejected from the tape player. But then I also like that line that he was talking about Pepsi, and I'm not like this song has to be old. Like I know this had to be before. I think it was Kylie Jenner. Was it Kylie Jenner who handed the Pepsi at the Super Bowl commercial? I'm not 100% sure, but if this came out before that, it's so crazy because it really shows you how much ahead of his time that Immortal Technique was, and how he speaks things into, like how he's speaking something into existence. I love that. I thought that was clever and dope. But let me take that back.
A hatred, pressing a button, trying to eject me. But I don't got no motherfucking deal with Pepsi. No corporate sponsor telling me what to do, asking me to tone it down during the interview. Trying to minimize the issue, but I'm keeping it large. I love the place I live, but I hate the people in charge. Speaking is hard when you got strings attached, so I'ma say it for you, cause I don't got none of that. And if you didn't understand what I spit at your brain, hey yo son, let this little nigga explain.
I got no strings, so I have fun. I'm not tied up to anyone. They got strings, but you can see there are no strings on me.
Come on, son, y'all niggas know the way that I do. ImmortalTechnique.com live for you. And I know sometimes it be making you nervous, the way I smash puppet rappers that belong in a circus. You motherfuckers just can't compare. Looking for a fan base that's no longer there. I know that you're scared and you're hiding up in the cut, but this is freedom of speech, nigga. Tell them what's up. Word, nigga. Fuck John Ashcroft. Nigga, fuck Fox News.
Hey, call them
Fuck
out.
those snake ass bitches trying to manipulate your opinion, telling you what to think. Word the fuck up, nigga. Like we invaded niggas cause we wanna free them. You racist motherfucker. You don't give a shit about those people. You can suck my dick. Relax, Tech, relax. Another rum and coke at the bar, nigga. It's my day off. Word up. Fuck. For the kids. For the kids. Beat bandits.
Okay, so let's quickly get into Immortal Technique with freedom of speech. I'm definitely not rating this. I thought Immortal Technique totally snapped on here, and anybody who's been following this channel knows that I don't rate lyrical genius. I thought that Immortal Technique killed that. I love the content behind what he speaks about, because he has such an intellectual mind. Like I feel like his mind is made out of like an encyclopedia. He is so woke, and that's what I love about him as a rapper, because he speaks about real life issues that affects the everyday man and the everyday person, and he doesn't allow the machine or people who sit at the top who try to oppress the oppressed to lead the charge and basically manipulate what he can sit there and say and what he cannot say, basically like allow him to like strategically share it. He goes against the grain and he speaks about it, and I love that he has no filter and he's gonna let you know what is on his mind. I thought he killed that. I loved the part of him speaking, especially that hook. That hook was dope, and I thought it was so amazing and so creative that he created it that way, especially like I said, because it sounded so animated, it sounded so Disney, it sounded so cartoon, especially with him speaking about it with the puppet strings and everything. So it made it very childlike, and he made it very playful on that part, and it gave it that much more animation and that much more substance and that much more credence, because it basically fit with the song of being called freedom of speech, and basically being letting your voice allowed to be heard without being censored. I thought he did an absolutely phenomenal job with that, and I can't really say anything negative. He killed it. So let me know what you thought of Immortal Technique with freedom of speech in the comments below. And with that being said, please remember to be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.